Believe it or not, this world is just a big stage, and he just snagged the lead role. As soon as he speaks, he instantly knows all the secrets of the Trump family, as if he possesses superpowers. He quickly hurries home to hold a meeting with Dad. Subtitle: he casually brought up his grand entrepreneurial plans, only to unexpectedly receive a cold rejection. His dad was utterly resentful towards Roy, adding numerous obstacles to Trump's already challenging path to success. Subtitles: his brother spoke up for him, only to end up being mocked by Dad. True, his brother is a commercial airline pilot, yet in Dad's eyes, he's merely a bird with no promising future. Trump didn't want to be looked down upon by Dad, so he aimed to carve out a new kingdom in Dad's real estate empire. He planned to snag the old building across from Grand Central Station and turn it into a luxury hotel. Clearly, investors were not impressed who in their right mind would fund a project during a recession. And of course, the family was being sued by the government. Trump firmly believed that New York would rise again like a phoenix. After all, madness needs a plan. Tackle the lawsuit first. If Dad refuses to hire Roy, I'll do it alone. He found Roy looking like a follower. Subtitles: he was hoping that Roy would assist him in handling the lawsuit, but Roy completely and mercilessly ignored him. Trump even went so far as to follow him into the bathroom. Faced with such a determined pursuer, Roy wasn't repelled. He found him amusing like a child and invited drinks. As for the case details, he didn't care. There's no case he can't handle. He's the star of the legal world. Drinking was more about building trust. Trump got plastered and started rambling about his grand ideals, while Roy saw boundless potential in him. You're quite the hotshot, aren't you? Special abilities. Roy mused. At long last, Roy consented to take up the responsibility for this particular case. But his working style was far from the ordinary lawyer. You're my client, but you work for me, meaning I'll do everything I say. Subtitles: the first principle is the most straightforward. Attack. Attack, and keep on attacking. He directly placed a call and located the civil rights attorney who was filing a lawsuit against the Trump family. That night, the Justice Department called, stating Roy's earlier insults and threats could revoke his license. Roy stayed calm. He nonchalantly denied it, acting as if it didn't faze him, then hung up. Before long, the trial began. Evidence of racial discrimination against the Trump family was undeniable, and Roy's arguments were shot down one by one. Trump was totally lost, thinking the case was going against him, while Roy just told him to check out the bespectacled guy behind him. The entire Justice Department is at his beck and call. After the break, Roy bluntly stated they couldn't win this case. Trump was still reeling from the thought of losing the case when Roy took him to a restaurant. The person they were meeting was that bespectacled guy from the back row of the courtroom. Roy went straight for the jugular. Here's a photo of your daughter cheating in her marriage. Wow, Trump seeing these for the first time. Her husband is actually a lover. What do you want? His face changed instantly. Trump finally realized if the case couldn't be won, making it disappear was a fight. Back at the apartment, Roy leisurely told him, this country is like one giant game. You got to play by the rules, but rules are made by people. So to win the game, you got to deal with people, not worry about the rules. This is not a country governed by law. Right and wrong, truth and morality don't matter. That's Roy's secret to success. At this point, Trump probably didn't fully grasp all this. He spent a sleepless night feeling helpless. The next morning, Roy called him and said, the Justice Department dropped the lawsuit against your family. He He finally felt Roy's power in action. This result shocked all of New York, and the media called for interviews. For the first time, Trump tasted success, and Roy even took him to custom tailor a high-end suit. But the pricey tag left Trump speechless. Roy covered the bill. Roy even returned the previous $1 million lawyer fee check. He saw potential in Trump. Roy fully supported his ambitious plans, believing Trump could restore New York's glory. Trump's ambition quietly took root as he finally helped his family shake off the legal troubles. Now he could fully dive into his hotel plans without worrying about Dad's opinion. When he confidently presented his project to the board, he was ridiculed for not understanding reality. The city was bankrupt. The government wasn't going to relinquish high taxes on this project. Continuing would surely lead to, yet he talked big, claiming he could persuade the mayor to cut taxes, totally busting. So that night, he scrambled to find Roy to help, and this was utterly absurd. Roy told him he was being naive, but after Trump's persistent pleas, he reluctantly agreed. The next day, at the meeting to decide on tax cuts, Roy spoke on Trump's behalf, and Trump's dad and the board all came to watch the spectacle. A crowd of dissenters watched below, and Dad and the board thought Trump was destined to lose. Everyone expressed their disappointment, but Roy was already holding his trump card, stored away in a secret room filled with ace up his sleeve. Whether they were business moguls or political big shots, anyone who's consulted with him was recorded. The officials making the decision this time also had something on them, as long as they defended what they deemed right. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more hilarious moments and behind-the-scenes stories.